When hotel queen and billionaire Leona Helmsley died in August, she left $12 million to her dog, Trouble. Critics claimed it proved that she was the queen of mean, but they don't know the real story. Early Show national correspondent Tracy Smith has exclusive details. Good morning, Trace.
Good morning, Julie. Yeah, shortly after Trouble inherited the $12 million, she went into hiding and hasn't been seen or heard from since. Until now. Her caretakers gave us an exclusive look at how the millionaire Maltese is doing and offered new insight into Leona Helmsley herself. It may make you reconsider her infamous nickname, the Queen of Mean.
No, that's dirt. How do you repair dirt? Let's get it up. One more complaint, I close you up. What do you do?
She was called the Queen of Mean. Leona Helmsley, the hotel heiress who didn't win any hearts when she was quoted as saying, "Only the little people pay taxes."
Am I comfortable? I make a living.
When she died and left $12 million to her tiny Maltese named Trouble, it only reinforced the urban legend that she didn't care much for humans. So it came as little surprise that there would be hostility towards the dog. But death and kidnapping threats?
I think the reaction was really quite bizarre.
John Cody, Leona Helmsley's longtime friend, is in charge of the pampered pooch and her trust fund.
We were alarmed by the number of threats.
How many?
20, 30, something of that order.
20, 30 people saying either what? I want to kill the dog?
I'm going to kill the dog. I'm going to kidnap the dog. I need the $12 million.
The Early Show has been given exclusive access to the life, the records, the story behind the $12 million Maltese. But to understand the dog, you've got to first understand Leona Helmsley.
If it's not the best, don't serve it.
Yes, she was a wealthy woman. She and her husband own more than 24 hotels in 10 states, including the Helmsley Hotel, the Park Lane, and the Palace.
I'm just wild about Harry.
But her close friends say she was one of the most generous women in the world, quietly giving away close to $100 million to those in need just over the last decade.
To me, she was always the queen of philanthropy. She gave away an awful lot of money and helped a lot of people through different charities.
Frank Corvino runs Greenwich Hospital in Connecticut, where they named the main building after Helmsley and her husband as thanks for their $10 million donation in 1999, the largest in hospital history. She also gave $25 million to New York Presbyterian Hospital just this year.
Her generosity will be enduring, and God knows how many people over the years to come will be helped because of her.
Very good.
And the list of Helmsley's charitable donations goes on. Moved by September 11th, she gave $5 million to victims' families, and 4 years later gave another $5 million to the Red Cross for Hurricane Katrina relief. And inspired by the strong-willed Helen Keller, she gave $1.5 million to the Helen Keller National Center to expand a Braille library for deafblind children and build a conference center.
She could be the queen of kindness.
Still, her spokesman, Howard Rubenstein, says she told him to keep her philanthropy quiet.
The good things that she's done never saw daylight.
And what she's done in death is even more astounding, leaving $6 to $8 billion to her charitable trust. Trustees are still deciding where the money will go and plan to make an announcement in the next several weeks. When you put it in perspective, the $12 million seems as tiny as the dog Leona willed it to, which brings us back to that millionaire Maltese and the woman who wanted to give something back to the dog who was truly her best friend.
Trouble is very much alive and taken care of.
Can you tell me where Trouble lives?
No, I can't.
Give me a hint.
I can tell you that she's in this country and she's in a nice warm climate.
And tomorrow we'll have exclusive video of the dog and details. We can't tell you where she is for security reasons, but you'll meet Trouble and you'll see a day in the life of the $12 million dog.
I cannot wait. Tracy Smith, thanks, Trace.